Good evening, Matt. I'm here in the back seat of my Rover. High-speed trolling. Matt, pulling offshore lures at 10 to 12 knots is apt to catch a variety of blue water pelagics, but get a little 12 to 16 knot whitewater behind your bolt, and you'll find almost all your strikes will come from wahoo. To build a high-speed outfit, you'll want at least a high-quality 50-pound class lever drag reel, preferably loaded on a bent butt rod, packed with a 60 to 80-pound braided line. Now, this is key. If your butt isn't bent and packed with 60 to 80-pound braided line, I mean, with an extra heavy ball bearing, snap swivel, and if it's not connected to a 3 to 5 pound cigar-shaped trolling weight, I mean, you're donezo. So that's what they're not telling you about how to fuck. Matt, I have multiple fishing rods in my possession. If anyone is out there who is trying to get into fishing but doesn't have a rod or a reel, hit my line. Because I have several and I don't need as many as I have. And if you hit me up and I don't have social anxiety that day or shipment anxiety, I will give you a fishing rod and a reel for free, and then we can be like digital fishing pen pals. Fishing pals. Look at, okay. Good evening, Matt. I'm here in the back seat of my Rover. I'm chilling at a beautiful sunset point right now. Thought I'd check in. So here's the deal. My classes have not started yet, but I've been working on client work. I've been working on getting this horror movie edited that I am hired to edit. And that's been going okay. Should be done soon. I'm like in the second to final cut right now. I'm also editing some heater videos about healing this world. You know, I've been kind of on the run for a while. Personally, I've been on the run for a while in my daily life, in my spectral life. Sometimes those cross paths. You know, we're communicating within my daily life right now. In my spectral life, there's a great threat to the world. The great threat to the spirit world has leaked out into the real world, and I've been taking care of that in my spectral life. So that's been my other main project, is you know, bringing light back to the game, dragging the world back to sensation, curing a mass aesthetic psychosis. Those have been tasks in my spectral life. Daily life has been editing for clients. I've been going to the gym a little bit, trying to be consistent with that. My classes still don't start for another couple weeks, so not gonna be a lot of updates on like, you know, school shit until then. That moment when you're on 10. Ooh. My heart is so big I had to elevate the medium. You know, I wanted to talk for a moment about how anything and everything these days is a scam. And I'm not the first person to feel that. I might be the last, actually. That's not true. Anything and everything these days is a fucking scam, you guys. And it's not cool. It's not cool. It's not okay. In another existence, you brought life to me. Whoa. Detect this. Hey, Peener, detect this. So I just got back in my daily life. I just got back from taking a solitary journey. All right, rude. To get a burger and fries and a milkshake, which I shouldn't have gotten because in my daily life, I'm on my weight loss shit. trying to lose the mass attached to my frame so I can move better, so I can move different, so I can move more fluidly, so I can feel better, so I don't got headaches chronically, so that I sleep better, so that my mood is improved, so that my shank works. It's just a whole circle of life there with that. But so I decided to treat myself because I was already down in Laguna Beach for an errand I had to run. And there's this place called Crystal Cove Shake Shack. And peace and love to the owners, peace and love to the capital class. Shout out to them for keeping a place that's like a Shake Shack alive. You know, it's a great location. It overlooks the water in Crystal Cove. Beautiful place. Beautiful place. Most mid burger I've ever had in my life. Milkshake was fine, I guess. Fries were whatever. I want you to tell me in the comment section right now how much you thought a burger, fries, and a milkshake cost. $28, nearly with tip $30 because I didn't want to be a fucking asshole. So I tipped $2. The lowest tip on the screen was $5.85. So if I had just gone with their little touchscreen, it would have been $33.87 or some shit. But I said other and then manually typed in $2 because it's like, no, I'm not going to give you almost $6 when it's not a table service type thing. But of course I'm gonna give some money because everybody's fucking struggling out here and businesses are pushed to the brink. I'm not saying this is the business's fault. It is not. Maybe you know, case by case basis there are shitter businesses, sure, but this is indicative of a broader trend that has been out of fucking control. I mean, we could just reduce it all and be like, capitalism, because that is the problem, right? But let's just, Matt, I want to shrink the topic a little bit. The way our economic system is set up is it is designed to squeeze every last droplet and room and margin to the absolute razor's edge. So a burger, fries, and milkshake is nearly $30. In 2026. Back in my day, it was $2.50 for the whole meal. It's like, well, back in my day, it was like 10 or 15 max. Like, I've been alive too. Like, this phenomenon's been accelerating. So I can even say back in my day, that shit was like $15. Fuck, dude. We are getting scammed. The administration just gutted healthcare subsidies for millions of people so that they can fund their private Gestapo, slave catcher, whatever you want to call them, Trump's private army that is executing people in the streets. And it's just a bunch of incel bitch-made Nazi crybullies where they will fucking execute you if you're a human person and you like look at them funny. But if you do anything back to them, they're gonna call in the Insurrection Act and they're gonna take over the fucking country forever. So it's like we either get killed or we retaliate and the country's gone. I'm oversimplifying. We need to keep up the pressure because this administration is getting desperate. They are so brazen. They're moving like there are no more elections. And they're going to try to steal the election. And everyone knows they're going to try to steal it. So let's just remain vigilant. Let's keep the pressure on and try to get rid of these fucking freaks. I think we can do it, guys. I think we can do it. I think, like, shit is bad. The Democrats are complicit in it. The Republicans are Nazis. Kind of always have been. They've just been waiting. Not all of them, but a good amount of them. You know, they're all fascist freaks. The Democrats are complicit. I mean, I think like 9 Democrats just voted to fund ICE further. The Democratic majority leader flipped and like, you know, I can't remember, like this thing is my memory shot too, because we got all these fuck ass CEOs siphoning our brain juice with short form content and STEM bait bullshit. He like folded on the government shutdown for some reason and gave Trump the big beautiful bill. Democrats are dangerously complicit in this shit too. Like when this is over, everyone remotely complicit, either responsible or remotely complicit in this, tried and imprisoned for the rest of their fucking life, or worse. I wouldn't be broken up about watching something worse than that. I wouldn't be broken. Sorry, I just had to get that off my chest. I just like, the point is, you know, there is no fucking point, but this can't go on. And I think this administration's getting desperate, and I think we've been showing up effectively and peacefully so that they can't escalate things further. They're really trying to in Minnesota right now. They're literally executing white people, which is a line that maybe even the most like asleep motherfuckers, it might jostle them awake, you know, because of course it takes a white person dying to really get the jimmies rustled in this country. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, everyone clearly saw them murder a mother in cold blood, and this ICU nurse. I don't know if he's the ICU, but you know, this nurse dude. Everyone saw them murder those people in cold blood. They saw it. We all saw it. And you know, you have a percentage of this country that is you know, they have like psychosexual disorders and insecurities, which powers their ideology. You know, because the thing you guys gotta understand is
all life is sex. And all sex is competition. And there are no rules to that game.
And fascist ideology is rooted in sexual insecurity, and we got a lot of that in this country. And you think about the male loneliness epidemic, and you think about how all these fucking social media platforms breed hate and isolation. And so you have all these chronically online people go become more right-wing. They got like, yeah, Matt, I don't know. I'm talking a lot of shit right now. I think me, along with a lot of people in this nation, are just really, you know, we got a lot of shit pent up. We need to continue to resist and just keep doing what we're doing. We need the midterms to occur. We need to obliterate every man and every Democrat complicit in the midterms. And we need to not rerun Kamala Harris. We need to not run Gavin Newsom. We need, like, not an evil fucker that's gonna make this thing happen again. An evil status quo fucker. Like, we got here because of the capital class just installing people who don't, you know, who don't do anything, while that same capital class siphons money from a majority of Americans. That's my time, folks. I will certainly not be releasing this video. My tone was so cynical. But listen, man, it's just one of those days. I'm out here on the coast. I got scammed by this burger joint, you know, and for some people, see, I'm already there, but for some people, that's gonna be what it takes to wake them up, is a $28 burger and shake. So yeah, the thing is, I'm just using this as a place to vent, Matt. Honestly, this is just a place to vent. I needed to get this out. I'm watching a beautiful sunset. The sun is setting on our great nation. Unless we do our part, the America century of humiliation is all but secured. That's where we're at. Anyway, love thy neighbor. Love thy neighbor. You know, keep fucking on ice. Keep protesting. We're gonna make it out of here. We're gonna make it out of this alive. We're gonna try it. We're gonna try something new. The dynastical shift is in full force, and we're gonna try something new. All right, mucha quiero. Chala, love willing. All right.